Hi everyone, this is Anna and welcome back to Anna's Take with the Twist. Today we're back at St. James Cemetery and Crematorium because they were filming something here and I thought they would still be here. So what happened was on Thursday, on my way over to the Castle Frank subway station, I didn't see any pylons, I didn't see anything. It was only on my way home on Thursday afternoon, actually Thursday night, probably around 6 o'clock, that I noticed that there was pylons here and I saw one truck. And it was for like tents and events and everything. And I thought that was just kind of interesting. The pylons were pushed right up against the sidewalk. So then I thought, okay, well, they're not going to film anything, until probably like Monday or Tuesday because the pylons normally get moved out. And then I thought, okay, well, I was going to come yesterday, but I thought, I'm out and about. I'm doing a bunch of other things. I can't really make it up to the cemetery today. I'll just come up over here Saturday, which is where I am right now. Saturday, November 9th. So I'm telling you this because they're not filming anything. Whatever they were filming is totally gone. However, I know they were filming something here yesterday on November 8th, because I spoke to a gentleman earlier. He was walking through, and when I spoke to him, he had said, yes, he did see the trucks here yesterday. They were filming, and production actually left a mark. So for anyone who doesn't know, there's several different marks that production can leave, and this is one of them. So I know where they were filming because that's where they left the mark, unless it just fell out of someone's pocket, which I highly doubt. Anyway, we're here for a totally different reason. Today's video is about my having zero knowledge on sci-fi, fantasy, and speculative fiction, and apparently I don't know the difference between bookstores and publishers, and I discovered all of this while I was at Word on the Street. So if you saw my video for Word on the Street 2024, then you would have noticed that I walked past this table for Back of Phoenix, but I had no idea who they were. And I did a little bit more digging and I got this from their website. Bacca was taken from Frank Hubert's Dune, and it means the weeper who mourns for all mankind. I thought that was just really interesting. And I got this from their website also. We host a ton of author appearances, readings, panels, and offsite events of all kinds. We're Canada's oldest science fiction and fantasy bookstore, and we're proud to be a part of a greater community, which I thought was just really cool also. I was very impressed by those two things. And at the same time, I would like to say that, yes, they really do a lot of offsite events. Obviously, that's where I found them, at Word on the Street 2024, at one of their offsite events. And I would like to also add that while I was speaking to the staff yesterday, one lady had said to me that because they are Canada's oldest science fiction and fantasy bookstore, they do have a special section for Word on the Street every year. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And here's the clip of my not knowing what I'm doing or who they were while I was at Word on the Street 2024. Now, there was a bookstore. Oh, here it is. Just one sec. I thought I'd just show you that Martha Wells has a new book, and that bookstore there, or that book publisher there, actually met with Martha Wells earlier this year. They said in May, and it was just after she went to set. So that she was very excited about being on set. So that's exciting. So as you can tell from the video, I had no idea what Back of Phoenix was. I didn't know if they were a bookstore. I didn't know if they were a publisher. But to be clear, they are a bookstore. They are in downtown Toronto. And I've taken some pictures. So here are some photos. I really like how they've put little kind of like index cards or little notes on the bookshelves, just kind of stating about, the author, the book, what they thought of the experience of reading the book, which is really important. So I really appreciated that. And then they also have it downstairs. So here's a quick video for that. Now that I'm downstairs, I just want to show you that they have a whole section for anthologies, Doctor Who, Star Wars, Star Trek, Shared Worlds, and Warhammer, which I have no idea what that is. But anyway, thought I'd share that with you. And then over here, we have the previously enjoyed. And I just want to say it's very extensive. It's in alphabetic order. And I think it's great. And I didn't even know about this until I went onto the website. So I'm going to include the website at the bottom in my description. So there we go, downstairs. So while I was taking the photos of the upstairs of the bookstore, I noticed there was a book that I had read called Mexican Gothic, and I really enjoyed it. Just everyone knows it's a great book, and it's by Silvia Morano Garcia. And when I mentioned that I read that book, and I was kind of surprised to see it in back of Phoenix Bookstore, one of the staff members had said to me, "Oh yeah, no, she's coming into town soon. Coming into town means she's coming into Toronto." And so I was really kind of impressed that she knew that. And then the other member of staff went and looked it up on the computer. She said, "Oh yeah, no, she's going to be at the Toronto Reference Library on Monday, November 25th." So I really enjoyed that book, Mexican Gothic. So I went and did a little bit of digging after that. And she's going to be, Silvia Morano Garcia is going to be at the Toronto Reference Library, yes, Monday, November 25th, from 7 till 8 p.m. And she's going to be speaking about her new book, The Seven Veils of Salam. And that is, once again, at the Toronto Reference Library. And you do have to book for the event, even though it's free. So I've already booked my ticket. And so that's where I'm going to be on Monday, November 25th. So I'm telling you this because I was really impressed by the knowledge of the staff at back of Phoenix Bookstore. Like, they knew that because they do meet with all the different kinds of authors. They met with Martha Wells. Once they had a big event with Martha Wells for Murderbot Diaries for the first book, when Martha Wells was in town to view the she was just on set to see, like, what's going on. She was very, very happy. Apparently, there's a lot of different stories that they can share with you. I'll let the staff at Back of Phoenix Books share that with you, because they do have like a lot of really great stories. So much knowledge. I was very, very, very impressed. So once again, I really appreciate it, because I did go, and as you can see from the photos, I did go and, take little pictures of like the notes they have on the bookshelves, because I read some of them. I couldn't stand there and read all of them. I wanted to take a video of the upstairs, but, there's people upstairs and there's nobody downstairs at the time. That's why I took the video there. So the, Back of Phoenix Bookstore is located at 84 Harvard Street in Toronto, Ontario. And the Never Eat Shredded Wheat is north of B. Bloor, east of Spadina. So it's really actually very close to the corner of Harvard and Spadina. South is Harvard. That's the street that they're on, 84 Harvard. And west would be Bathurst. And the staff, once again, there is awesome. They know so much. And it's a very interesting bookstore. They're very dedicated to their clients. They're very dedicated to their authors and to their books. And I mean that because what they do is, if you want, they will actually ship books from their bookstore to you. And that is for new books or actually previously loved books. So they do that too. And they have a lot of discounts. I'm not going to get into them because sometimes it's just better to go into the bookstore itself and be pleasantly surprised, as I was. And I do talk about Murderbot Diaries a lot. I've just finished reading the third one and Rogue Protocol. And I am waiting for the fourth one to come in from the library. And I do sometimes purchase books. So the book that I purchased yesterday from Back of Phoenix Bookstore is Mickey 7 by Edward Ashton. There we go. And I'm very excited about this book for a variety of reasons. One, Robert Pattinson is acting in it. I have actually seen some of the previews for this movie while I was at the movie theater. So that was really kind of like curious about it at the time then. And I would like to say that it is going to be a major motion picture. And the title for the motion picture is actually Mickey 17. So that's very interesting. But the reason that I'm very excited to see this is because it is produced, written, and directed by Bong Joon-ho. And like I said, Robert Pattinson is going to be Mickey 17, who is a disposable employee. So there we go. Who doesn't feel like that at times? Now, the reason that I'm really super excited about this is because Bong Joon-ho is the director for Parasites. I think he actually wrote Parasites also. And Snowpiercer, the movie. So, For someone who didn't think that she was really into sci-fi and fantasy, I think I'm more into sci-fi and fantasy than I actually believe. So there's a few more books that are going to be made into TV series and movies. Yeah, and about 20 minutes ago, there was a police car sitting here. So I'm not really sure what was happening there. And then I realized a few moments ago that, of course, you can't be filming here on Monday, November 11th, because in Canada, that's Remembrance Day. So the cemetery has certain flags already up for Remembrance Day. So one of the books that I'm really interested in is called Seven Eves, and it's by Neil Stephenson. Right now, the director for that is Ron Howard. And so in Seven Eves, basically, a meteor shatters the moon into 7 pieces, and there is a fight for survival for humanity. So that's pretty interesting. The Bright Sword by Lev Grossman is going to be a TV series. And The Bright Sword is a fresh take on the legendary Knights of the Round Table. And finally, there's Amazons 2. And in Amazons 2, there's a short story by George R.R. Martin, best known for Game of Thrones. And that short story is called In the Lost Lands. Now, this is really interesting because apparently it's already finished being filmed. So it's a movie directed by Paul W.S. Anderson and Mila Jovovich and Dave Bautista are part of the cast. So basically it's a sorceress and her guide, and they must outwit and outfight man and demon. So how exciting is that? If you like the video, you can always hit the like button to like the video. You can always leave a comment, share, and of course you can always subscribe. If you don't want to wait for my next video to come out, you can always click on to the one that's on your screen right now. And thanks for watching Anna's Take with the Twist, and that's a wrap.